Yes, sir. Y'all already know what it is. We are back. Episode 17. Three and a Possible Podcast. It's your boy Blizz, a.k.a. UGLY.
Yes, sir. I am your boy Fredro Silly. The silliest.
You already know you got your boy Stu.
And today, we got a possible. I love him. You know what I'm saying? We gonna let him introduce himself. Then I'll keep my accolades.
James Murdoch, a.k.a. Uncle James.
James. A.k.a. Daddy James. Everybody knows. Y'all know what it is.
Or as my baby called me, Gunkle James.
Man, we honored to have you here today. I appreciate it. Everybody knows that know me how much this man has influenced my life, and it's just keep going. He's still here. He dealt with me as a little badass kid. Now he's helping with my badass kid. So we gonna keep it moving.
Man, for sure.
My question, well, really Unc's question. He just allowed me to answer. To put it out there. But it's why do older people think just because they're age that they're smarter than the younger people? And either one of y'all.
You definitely could be an old fool.
I'm telling you.
They used to say,
just hold right in front of me.
They used to say you don't get to be old being no fool, but I know a lot of people that made it.
Well, for sure. For
For
sure.
real. That's crazy.
And just diving into that, I know a few people that's old fools. You know what I mean? Because when I was young, I was 15, 16, and I was a young fool for sure. But I was hanging with people. If I'm 15, 16, I'm hanging with 30-year-olds. You know what I mean? And just looking now, I'm 30, so they finna be 50, almost 60, and they still doing the same thing. Chances are you a fool. That you keep.
That ain't no chance. I think Vegas will take them odds. Your ass is retarded.
You know what I mean? How they say you ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out.
I swear. Ain't content. Why do you think that is, though?
Well, like you said, if you start out a young fool and you never really get to know who you are, you don't know you.
That's true.
You got people playing a part. They spend their whole lives trying to be something. Somebody they saw on TV. I'm Tupac. All my life, 5 years, all my life.
Or down
or Billy D. Williams. I remember when everybody wanted to be Billy D.
That's true. You
I
gonna
think,
let my hand fall off?
I think a lot of people don't know how to just grow up because like now everybody looks for somebody else to justify or classify what you are. Like we forget self-esteem starts with you.
Right.
But I'm down, but if y'all three don't build me up, then I guess I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, and some people get comfortable with that.
Right.
Man. They get that
Because
he get a lot of us.
he got his boys. And then one day his boys grow up.
Yeah, and they just like, and it's, as you see, it's always like that.
Yeah.
It could be 5 of y'all. One of them need to borrow money from y'all.
Yeah.
And y'all always like, come on, man. He was, nah. Then now it's now like, he like, come on, man. And y'all like, nah.
And that's real though. You like your boys don't make you grow up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I say, I had to stop hanging out with a couple people because you ain't doing what you need to be doing, bro. And a lot of people, honestly, people you love, you got to just stay up a step away from them because you trying to tell somebody the real, you have to kick their ass because they so adamant about, no, bro, some fake shit. And it's like, no, bro, like we've been doing it the wrong way.
For sure. And that, man, I done had vivid experiences with that. You know what I mean? Coming from where I came from, you know what I mean? And people know what I mean. And just when I changed, it's like when I came back to the hood, I'm like, man, I feel like an old white lady.
On the real. We don't want to hear that shit, Sharif.
Hey, that's exactly how it was. I felt like out of place. I couldn't even, I used to be really insane. I feel like just standing on the corner, I'm getting shot shot and seeing people die, and I come stand right back on the same corner. The same 20 minutes later. You know what I mean? I'm like, when God opened my eyes, because that's exactly what happened. I went and I got in the Word, and I started learning about what life and who I really am, who I'm supposed to be, and I didn't fit no more. I was coming out there. I'm telling you, like you see, I'm saying, old white lady, I was scared, bro. And I can understand. I standing what I used to do, bro. I came on them corners and I was scared for my life. I couldn't do it no more. So I knew I had to change my surroundings. And the people that I love, I came to them and let them know what I was on. And most of them shit on me. And that Bible ain't real.
That's
And,
usually how it goes.
oh, you tripping.
Yeah.
Give them some weed or give them a shot. And,
Well,
you know
one
what I mean?
thing, a lot of people, if you take the Bible and pull it up to your ear, it won't nothing. You don't hear nothing. It's like this big old mysterious book, and everybody thinks that you just take as long as you got this book in your house, that's it. But it's not about the book. When you read it, it becomes real. It's a part of you, and it awakens something in you that you didn't even know was there.
Yeah, and that's like you say, you feel, because I experienced that too, nephew. But for me, it was like when I woke up, and I ain't talking about just from a spiritual standpoint. I'm talking about just looking at the people around you and looking at life. Like, it make you feel like, damn, I was lied to.
Right.
Like I've been lied to.
For
Like
real,
what in the hell is
bamboozled.
right? Led astray, run amok. What the fuck? Like, damn, I'm missed behind. Like, real shit. Like what Martin Luther King said when they brought him on the Boondocks. I've seen it. You niggas have
Real
nothing
talk.
to
It's
celebrate.
cool. It's cool when you 15, 16 trying to scrape up to get 3 double cheeseburgers and a 40 and a bag of weed.
Real shit.
But you 30 and you trying to scrape up on
Man,
a bag
bro.
of weed, a 40 and a come on, man.
That shit's sad.
It's definitely sad.
And that's what I think, where that comes from is like they hang around. If you stay, everybody stayed in them pockets, so nobody grew. So if we all stayed in the pocket and nobody grew, then that's why we think I feel like older people that's in that bracket feel like are smarter than the young people, because the young people, you ain't doing nothing but teaching them how to be in the same bucket.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So in his mind, I am smarter than you because you ain't gonna be shit because I ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just older shit. Like that's
So I can talk that shit. Cause I live that shit, you little young shit.
I've been shit for 30 years. Right. You know what I'm saying? Real.
Right, I ain't been shit for 30 years. You just got
Better check my shit resume.
Oh man, but a lot of people out there, man, y'all need to examine yourself. If you still in the streets, which like a lot of people that I grew up with, I know a lot of people. Y'all know, man. We done watched them die. We done watched them go to jail, and you still out there on the same corner doing the same thing, and you know what's gonna lead you. But my thing, how could you possibly say you love your family? That's something to think about. If you going out risking your life, taking them risks every day, you could not come home. How could you say you love your kids? If you put yourself in them predicaments and you the head.
That's the part that bothers me the most, because you put your life in danger like that all day, every day, and the first thing come out your mouth is, I'm grinding for my kids. Man, it's different. When you doing it that hard, then there's different ways of doing it. You know what I'm saying? I can see if you're a felon, you just can't get nothing. By all means, do what you gotta do. But if you got a chance to do it, some people just stuck on that, but this all I know. Mm-hmm. And that's the biggest, man. I had some dude tell me that, and that pissed me off so bad, because I'm like, that's all you want to know, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't take in consideration of that, accountability of that.
Right.
Where
And one of the things I was speaking on is like, not so much as an old fool, but as a person that never really grew up. I mean, he took care of his family, but his foundation is so shaky that he look at the times of now. Oh, you got to keep up with the times.
Yeah.
No, you gotta stay. What they said, stay in your lane.
Exactly, and that's
You know what I'm saying?
that's
I
crazy
love
as
my
hell.
age right now.
Thank you.
I love
Exactly.
being this age. You know, because
I'm trying to get there. I'm
I've
gonna
been
get
there.
there.
For real.
Hey, and
I
to
worked
be
too
honest,
hard
what
to
he's
get where
saying
I'm
is
at now.
it's very true
Right.
because I never thought I'd say it. I'm like, bro, I'm glad I was born where I was born.
yeah.
I thank God I'm out there all day because I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't have made it in this generation.
And I feel like that's
I drove my mama there.
Yeah, it's crazy. This the most gangster, feminist, fakest generation.
I was about to say this shit is fakest shit ever.
Man, they
You
remind me
motherfuckers
of the
identify as
Boondocks
whatever.
with Gangstalicious. These
The real shit. I swear to God.
It gave delicious.
I'm telling you.
And it all boils down to, like they said, if the man is out of place, the woman gonna be misplaced.
Yep.
The children gonna be all over the place, and God gonna be replaced. The man has got to be in place.
Real shit.
You know, because there are
That's a
certain
gem
things
right
that a
there.
man.
Y'all, for real.
And ladies, you put me out, you put God out. And you don't want that. You don't want that.
Then your ass will be misplaced. Goddamn.
Unc said that.
For real. That's stamped.
Man, you know, 'cause back in the day, the man got the house.
Yeah.
You know, and then he got the woman. The woman made the house a home,
Right?
and then she gave him some children in the house. Now, most of the time, man, you go and try to get a woman, try to put her in your house. She got a bigger house than yours.
Well,
You know,
see, the only
but a
thing,
man still, I don't care. You got that big old house, you got all that money, but you gonna miss
Yep.
a man.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about a male. I'm talking about a man.
Exactly.
Because a man ain't got to scream and holler. He ain't got to hit her upside the head. He just there. Because I know women that'll go and make big money, and she glad to come home and hand that check to her man.
Yeah.
Because she know it's going to all be put where it's supposed to be. At the same strength, it's the person that know how to handle the money that should handle the money.
And that, hell yeah, like you said, you could these niggas now, shit. As long as she give me some J's and them V-Bucks.
need enough for what I need to do.
Real
Nigga,
talk.
you ain't never gotta do shit, nigga. My mama take care of me.
And it's sad,
Have the
man.
nerve with a straight face,
You got my half of the rent money.
expect respect, and then get mad, smacked upside the head. But you, because I can't buy you them Jordans this week. What? Now he 50. Don't have a job.
We could be late on the rent.
Swear to God. We gon' get it back. This nigga ain't doing shit to get back. We finna get it back. Nigga came back. What D-Ray said? Nigga said, motherfucker staying out all night. Come on, just tell you some bullshit. Where you been at going out every night? Bitch, I ain't even supposed to be telling you this. I'm a superhero. Call me Barman.
Yeah,
That nigga snap. Y'all already know what it is, man. Your boy Blizz, aka UGLY, with my partners.
you already know it's your boy Stu.
Hey, I'm Fredro Silly, the silliest.
And we need y'all, man. We know what I'm saying? I know y'all tuning in, and we appreciate that shit. But you gotta remember to like, comment, but most of all, subscribe.
Build us up. Let's get us real
Sure, get up there. Especially if you see something that catch your attention, you know what I mean? If you don't catch your attention, you know, go ahead. But if it's something that you watch, if you watch it, go ahead and subscribe.
You know you ain't doing nothing else, so you might as well.
You know what I mean?
Like, share, subscribe.
Like your moms would do.
I'm trying to say.
You know what I'm saying? Because we got your mom.
The ladies.
Real talk.
Real shit. And you know what it is, man. Like I said, we always talk about the shit that you can't say. We gonna say it for you. You know, your moms is tuning in, so you should tune in to see what your moms is fucking with. We got stupid ladies, man. Fredro the silliest. Your boy Blizz, aka UGLY, man. But we need y'all to subscribe.
Yeah. And I will tickle your mama's feet.
So always remember to like, comment, but most of all, subscribe to Three and the Possible Motherfucking Podcast. We out, and we always keep it 100. Y'all know what it is.
Real talk.
But no, man, that's real. And I feel like that's so much more in our community that is sad. That you will have motherfucker ain't got, like you say, a pot to piss in or when to throw it out of. But you got your pride. And you got your 2K. And it's like young people think in this generation that you can just go on YouTube, just make a video, make a couple videos, TikTok,
And you gon-
I'm gonna be a millionaire. Like, no, bro.
And
It's
that's
not how
definitely,
it
man. I'm
works.
telling you, if you don't teach your kids something, bro, they gonna fall into that. Cause I had talked to my nephews about that because they actually thought, oh, this man, he real. He doing it. Y'all know he doing this for likes. Just for what you doing right now. You just so amped about it. That's what he doing it for. The hype. And he making money off selling y'all dreams.
Exactly. And yeah, cause
And
y'all buying that shit.
Right.
Hook, line, and sinker. Don't need no skills, goddamn. Don't need no skills. TikTok gonna pay my bills.
That remind me of that damn, you know, the dog commercial. That motherfucker be on for like 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I think they be throwing stuff in them dog eyes.
Oh, yeah, you know, you take and mess them up.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, come on.
That's
Because
what.
you seen that where the dog is leaning against the fence and they just keep the
Man,
camera
one
on
dog
his
with
face.
that. It's always one with that
And
silver
slip that
eye.
dog some LSD.
That remind me of when
Sitting
Chris
there
Tucker
high
was saying
as
that
all
shit
get
when he was talking about he went to Africa for the first time. He talking about, man, them commercials is lies, man. Them kids do not look like that over there. Africa got some bad spots we talking about, but they be putting them kids on for just 79 cents. Talking about, if you know where to get some a meal for 79 cents, I go with you. Real shit though.
Yeah, somebody y'all putting them flies on them kids and the dogs. Ain't no way. I'm just saying, if you see a dog under a burning house, your first instinct is, ooh, this could be a good part of our commercial.
Right. He said you putting flies on them kids.
Oh yeah, they definitely putting flies. Come on, bro.
Hell no.
He got some trained flies.
Right.
Okay, bring in the flies.
10-9, release the flies. Release the flies. That's fucked up.
Spray bottles, spraying horse spray on the kids.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it's I don't know what I feel like everybody that's like if you 40 and damn near 50 and you still doing the same thing, you need to re-examine yourself. You know what I mean? You still trying to fit in with the young crowd and you study doing the same thing, but you see you ain't going nowhere. You see your life is I'm saying that a prime example of what I looked at. I looked around me and seen certain people, and there's a few people that I love in my family. Just say I ain't gonna say no names, but friends as well. You know that I love dearly. That I'm seeing, I'm watching. Okay, he been in the same spot for 20 some years, and he's content with that.
Yeah.
And just the little highs that he get, the little money or our people, our community tax season. That's the season. You know what I mean? But
Tis the season.
everybody got money.
And that's the sad part though.
But it's just seeing like, man, if where you stand and that person tell you to get out, what are you gonna do? You ain't got nothing but your PlayStation and your duffel bag of clothes. F that.
Bought me the clothes in the video game.
Because 9 times out of 10, she bought that too. And she telling you to leave that shit. You know what I mean? It ain't no good feeling. And I'd have been through that. I'd have been through that a couple times in my life as a youngin'. So I know I'm trying to build something that's stable, that I can stand on. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I know I had the perfect example of my great granddaddy. It showed that foundation. Long you got to have some type of foundation of your own. You know what I mean? You can't depend on, which he had a great helpmate, which was my grandmother. and that's rare now, especially nowadays. Because even though you might get somebody nowadays, they trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know what I mean?
That's something that
They're
needs to
trying to-
stop too, though. Like Uncle was saying,
Grandmothers are in their 30s.
it's everybody acting their age and acting their era. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling y'all right now, for y'all that is, I'm not. Nephew was nice. I'm saying motherfuckers is in their 30s. You need to get, you're old. You're old as hell. You should not be out hanging with 20-year-olds thinking that you still with the times. Like, I hate to see a motherfucker my age talking about, bro, you heard that new motherfucking Lil Yachty? No, nigga, I haven't. Like, fuck out of here. That's not your fucking era, bro. Wearing skinny jeans and shit. This the latest, what the fuck they call them jeans? Stacks. Bruh, take your whole ass and sit down
with
somewhere.
them damn bell bottoms on.
Just real shit. Like,
It's always niggas with the tight shirt with their belly sticking out.
Look like y'all about to go down the Soul Train line.
what you talking about? I put this on. Nigga, you barely put that on.
Hey,
Fuck
when
out
you
of here.
rebuilt
Hey, what they be saying? I put that shit on. You need to go put that shit up.
Swear to God, you barely put that
Oh,
shit
man.
on.
Remy bottle built ass.
And that's real shit. And that's just being real. Like, younger people will never respect that shit. They won't, because they will never look at you as they peer. Ever. You're
And
not
they shouldn't.
Right, that's my point. Like, y'all need to stop that shit. That
It's
is
like
not.
he was saying, that's my dad. He was talking about. My dad always told me, son, get your own money.
Exactly.
He specifically said, get your own money. I don't care what somebody give you, because if they give you it, they can always take it away.
Damn right.
Yes, sir.
Have your own money. I don't
And
care
they
how
can
much she got. You make sure you got your own.
And that's when we was talking about, we said that a couple episodes back, when we was saying like what fell off is our generation. That's where the disconnect happened. Because we look at and that's how we know it, or your moms, you know what I'm saying, your uncles, that's how we know who Marvin Gaye and all these other people was from their era. Because they stayed in their era and they brought that shit to us. So when we was watching them grow up, damn, what Unc listening to? Marvin Gaye and the Isley Brothers and all that shit. That's how we know who them people was. The same thing with us. Unc them, when they watched who we love, 50 Cent and all of them, he was able to look going, who the hell is Ja Rule? What this boy listen to? Who is 50 Cent? Who is Tupac and all? That's our era. If he would have looked, shit, you ain't heard that new Ja Rule? What the fuck? What did you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been looking at Unc like, what the hell is Unc over there? What would I be without you? Wait a minute. You ain't supposed to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was them gaps. And that's how you bridge the gap by, hey, I'm bringing the bridge over there. This is Marvin Gaye, LL Cool J. But when it got to us, no, we stopped that. We stopped bringing our era to the new generation. We stopped that shit. No, we want to be, you hear, like I say, you hear motherfuckers lie about their age all the time. How old are you? Motherfucker damn near 40. Oh, I'm 30. Bruh, really? Because you don't want to embrace who you are. Mm-hmm. I'm about to be 36 and proud of it. I look at the new generation, y'all, music, all that shit. Like I say, I finally understand why Unc used to listen to my shit. Like, boy, what the fuck is that? My mother still don't say Tupac's name right. She called him Tupac the Cools. But that's my mama. She not supposed to be up on that. Building that bridge over, because young people don't respect it. I wouldn't have respected my uncle if he was trying to do the shit that I was doing. I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? So if we get back to that, people embracing who they are and their age and the wisdom that you're supposed to acquire. But if I'm seeing you trying to be me and I'm learning myself, you can't tell me shit. You can't tell me shit.
And if you a fool, and if you a older fool, and you teaching your kids how to be a young fool, like, and then you do it. Some people do it unconsciously. You know what I mean? Like, and what I mean by that is, you don't even know. You don't even think you a fool. You don't even know you a fool.
Right, because you don't examine who you are. You can never
Exactly.
really examine who
you are. Yeah.
But
Taking your personality and say, this is who I am. And I'm not changing for anybody.
Exactly.
But a lot of these people, man, they ain't got no goals either.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Well, you don't have no goals, and
No-
let's say,
no
just for
drive
instance,
or nothing.
right?
You
Let's
know,
just say,
no
for
drive to do
instance,
nothing.
we sit a man there in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
You're asked to guess his age. You probably come within a year, with the right decade, maybe even a year or two of his birthday. But now, what if they say guess his emotional age? Now you can't do that unless he speaks,
Yep.
and even then, it might take you a little while before you have him cataloged. It takes time to dig down through the superficial layers of small talk to find out if the undersoil is as promising as the top. But you know, some people. I mean, when you don't never dig down and find out who you are,
Exactly.
because that's what happened. Like you were saying, what happened to me? I went back to the hood and I didn't fit anymore because I found out who I am, and I started seeing value in me. When I was out there, I didn't see my value. I didn't care if I died or what. I felt like that's the way it was supposed to be. And you got people who tell you that, man, that's just how it is. If it happened, it happened. You know, it is what it is.
I'm gonna say a lot. I ain't going out like that.
No,
Like
when
that.
you don't know your value.
I made a post saying that, like, motherfuckers mad at me because I don't want my kids to be a t-shirt. Like, I'm sorry, I don't have no sympathetic for that shit. Like, you gonna get a t-shirt and some balloons every year? Fuck that.
I take my hat off to you when they're making fun of your kids. Oh, you don't know the struggle. And what your daughter said? What? Because my parents cared enough to take care of me, I'm supposed to feel some kind of way?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about our community. Like, and I said that shit when me and my nephew was talking. Like, we know that our parents wouldn't have put us in them situations if they didn't fucking have to.
No.
They was struggling. They, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them was not educated to the point where but they made, like I said in my post, I made what mama did do look good. And that's how it's supposed to be. We didn't praise, like our parents, I know my mama don't take pride in damn. It was some days that, yeah, they had to eat syrup sandwiches or mayo or whatever, you know, whatever we could do, we had to do. It saddens me that you looking at people in this generation, you don't have to do none of that shit. You don't have to go through none of that shit. And somehow that's faulty. That is dumb shit that is being perpetuated to our people, our young people. That, man, you ain't really real unless you struggle. If I could reverse that shit and a motherfucker asks me, you want to be in a household, or a two-parent household where your dad and your mom there, you know everyday stability where you go, when you go to school, when you go to sleep, you know that this shit gonna be the same routine. You want that or you want the struggle. And me, give me the shit that what I'm doing for my kids now. That's bullshit for somebody to tell you. It's one thing to say that what you went through built character, and I get that, because growing up that way, it does. It shows you work ethic. Like, you know, you got to get it. But it also, like my cousin Keneal, shout out Cuzzo, it puts you in survival mode all the time. You don't know how to trust people. You constantly thinking somebody trying to get over on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a toxic trait. That's not good. That's toxic. Think about that. If you in survival mode all the time, you can't take nothing from nobody. You can't take it. Not even advice. Cause you feeling like, man, this motherfucker think he know.
Think you know more than
me.
Who the fuck this nigga think he's talking to?
That's toxic. So that keeps us from even helping each other because we in survival mode. I gotta outdo this motherfucker because they gonna try to, and that's just what's been instilled in us when you watching your parents go out there and man, anything cutthroat to try to make it, you know what I'm saying, a dime.
Right.
That's
but that's
not
one
good.
thing, like, you see what you said, the parents, though, did that. Like, nowadays, they put that on their kids. Like, first off, nowadays, most of them only got one parent in the house.
Mm-hmm. And it's the mom most of the time.
Yeah, the mom don't know how to, sorry, ladies, but you cannot teach a man how to be a man. He need his father. You know what I mean? And
I
it's
ain't gonna lie,
come
ladies neither though, because I used to say, I'm not to cut you off, but I used
feel
to
like
say ladies didn't, you know, they could be with women, no, because women don't know how to raise their daughters to even interact with men. You think about it. Half the people that's
They teach
raised
them to be approached.
exactly
Yeah.
to be just open because they hurt.
Right. They teach that all men ain't shit.
You know,
They don't tell y'all don't specifically tell. Some of y'all do tell them that just straight blunt. But you teaching little things into that little girl that basically men ain't shit.
Why?
And you wonder why we got so many little dykes out here, little lesbians.
Look, carpet fucking lot lizards.
But yeah, you need that.
I said
that
each
two-parent
one teach
household.
one, whether it be a man or a woman, each one teach one because you're a role model whether you want to be or not.
Exactly.
Now, how do you want your kids to turn out? And even if you don't have any kids, you don't know who watching you.
Exactly.
That might be a kid across the street. Don't even know you. You don't even know him. But he don't have a role model or she don't have a role model. So she's looking at you. How do you carry yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like the story of the eagle in the chicken yard. You know, the eagle the egg fell in the chicken yard. Eagle was born. Big old eagle. You know how bald eagles look. They look proud. He didn't look like no chicken, but he was looking around. He followed his examples. And he pecking off the ground. Like, all the other chickens know he ain't no chicken, but he don't know he's not a chicken.
You have to adapt to his environment.
All of a sudden,
Exactly.
right? All of a sudden, another eagle fly by. Look down there, fly down there. What is your guy like you doing down here? What do you mean, man? I'm a chicken. You ain't a chicken, man. You're an eagle. Don't tell me who I am. I know who I am. Well, they'll fight for that to stay where they are.
Yeah.
Because he done looked around. All he sees is these are chickens. You can't tell me who I am. I know who I am.
So we've been taking care of.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And before we go to break, man, I just want to say that I believe, like you say, iron sharpens iron,
Yep.
and that's what I tell my nephew all the time. Like, this man passed on so much knowledge and not giving up on me. When I say not giving up, I'm talking about yanking me out the alleys, like in front of all my homies, jacking me up, like, hey, nigga, you know. So it's like when you don't give up, then you can pass on. Because I be saying a lot of people be, oh, you, David, I say this shit from experience. I don't talk from a place of, oh, I'm better than, because I still struggle. Like I said in the last, I still struggle with this shit every day. But I try to pass on a little bit that I do know and bounce it off these, you know what I'm saying, same thing, these gentlemen, and they teach me shit on each episode. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. And hearing it. Like I say, me and my nephew, y'all done seen us how we turn up on each other sometimes in this, but it's always love because he teaches me shit and vice versa. Y'all gotta stop being pussy to have those conversations. You rather just somebody tell me something I don't like, fuck them. I ain't got it, and you'll never grow.
And we definitely need to touch on that.
Yeah.
We need to do a little 10-minute segment on that.
So when we
Why
get back,
you always in your damn feelings?
exactly. Matter of fact, we can do that when we come back, man. So we gonna check back in a little bit, take a break, get your shit right, pay a couple bills and shit.